Good morning, YouTubers. I hope everyone is well. I just want to dive into a quick article because the Fed has said again that the interest rates will be rising higher than expected with inflation data that has come in over the last couple of days, and we did have some news out yesterday that of course the central bank now sees its favourite inflation measuring rise at an annual rate of 3.4% in 2021, well above its goal of 2%, before receding to 2.1% in 2022. And you have to remember that when we do have a raise in inflation, there will generally be a slight pullback in the markets, but again, this is not to worry and it's very normal. And again, in the long term, it will not matter, because if you are just simply buying and dollar cost averaging into your favorite stocks and you are buying for the long term and nothing has changed in those fundamentals, then you are going to see an increase in revenue for those companies that you are holding in your portfolio, and that way you will start to see that gain on your account over time. And there are 5 stocks, guys, today that I really want to dive into, because recently we have had some fantastic winners, and in the Patreon I did recently put out a buy alert for our curiosity stream, and again this got all the way down to $8. It has now gone up in the last week and a half over 100% on the position, and we actually did reach those highs again of $16. So if you were able to catch that, then congratulations, because that is a fantastic gain in a week and a half. This was a play that was far too cheap. They have been growing their revenues exponentially. If you don't know who Curiosity Stream are, then I would go and recommend checking them out. They are an online subscription service like Netflix, but the content that they are offering is simply just documentaries. They have a list of hundreds and thousands of documentaries, all from different categories and genres, and their subscription is very cheap, and they are growing very aggressively right now. So this was a company that I had put on the radar for our Patreons. I had mentioned it in a few of our previous videos, and I just wanted to say congratulations if you did catch that. If you do see any more dip opportunities on Curiosity Stream, especially if it does break down from below that $10 or $11 range, then this is a play to load up for the long term, because you are going to see this play as a long-term winner inside your portfolio. And again, their CEO, I think it was John Hendricks, who used to be the director of the Discovery Channel. So I really believe in the future of this company, because they have a fantastic CEO. And you guys know that if a company has a fantastic CEO, then we should be looking into potentially buying those businesses. And another company that we talk about very often on this channel, one of our channel favorites, is ALPP, because Kent Wilson, the CEO, is doing everything that he can right now to in fact accommodate global expansion, and he is trying to grow the revenue for this company very aggressively by investing heavily now inside some of the subsidiaries that Alpine 4 Holdings have. Now Alpine has in fact come back down to a level of support around the $3.20 mark. This is a perfect opportunity to buy the dip, as I say, in my opinion, on this stock for the long term if you are a believer in ALPP. And again, once we do have that Nasdaq uplisting, we are going to see another push in this share price, and I really do believe that if we get this play around this price and below $3, then for the long term we are going to be absolutely fine holding at these levels for entry, because once we do see a push in revenue coming over the next year, and he has said that they are going to be ramping up their revenue for a lot of their subsidiaries this year, and they are set in a very strong position with their cash balance sheets due to their capital raises at market with their direct offerings last year, and also due to the fact that they have now got over 300 workers. They did not have to fire anyone during the pandemic. It was a rocky ride for them, but they are on a very successful road, a very great train, as you would say, moving over the next year. So I'm very happy to hold this one now in my portfolio and buying the dip on this opportunity. And another stock that has really sold off, guys, is in fact Alibaba. Now Alibaba has had a lot of fear this last few months due to the fact that it is a Chinese stock, but having a company, guys, in your portfolio that does in fact move with the digital market of e-commerce, and it is a leader in an emerging market which is China, which is one of the largest market caps in the world, this is going to be a fantastic opportunity to my belief. I do not think that Alibaba is going to go anywhere. They are a giant in China, and they are one of China's strongest companies. Now this company could be worth a lot more in the future, especially as everything shifts towards a more digital space, and we know how strong the e-commerce business is, and this company specializes in e-commerce and sales, online marketing. Now they have come back down to a very strong layer of support, and you can see that this time last year in June and also in 2019 we were having those very similar price tags of around $200 to $209, and I believe that we are going to see another push way back up to $265 and all the way up to $300, where we will come into the next 12 months, which is going to be about a 50% upside from the current share price. Now I am looking to catch this one, and it has come back down to a very clear level, and if we can get this at $200 particularly, and we can see that it is going to approach an oversold level on the RSI, and even at these prices I do think that it is becoming very attractive as a long-term valuation, just due to the fact that the digital space is growing so exponentially right now. So this is a company, guys, that I am looking to add again inside my portfolio. Just a few shares of, nothing major, but I am very happy to buy and hold at these prices, and if we ever come back down below that $200 I would probably buy a few more and just average my position down, wait for that push over the next 12 months, and then again I will start to reassess what I'm doing with this position. Now Grayscale Bitcoin Trust is in fact the ETF that follows the Bitcoin price. Now I am holding this one, and I also have separate accounts with cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin in, and I have been saying on my channel for a long time that I was buying the dip when we did in fact see a pullback to $30,000. Bitcoin then pushed up to $40,000 the next few days, and you could have seen a 30% upside in, of course, your shares if you were in fact buying this dip. As I had pointed out, this was a fantastic opportunity. We did approach levels of oversold on the RSI, and again this was all spiked down to fear. Now Bitcoin is very volatile. This play can move up or down anywhere between 15 and 25% in a single day, but we know that in the long-term projections of Bitcoin, nothing has changed. Go and check out the other videos I have on my channel on Bitcoin if you are someone that is new and you haven't heard of them, because they are just absolutely going to take a lot of the cryptocurrency market. This is the leader in cryptocurrencies, and I believe that once we do see that shift from the S&P 500 companies looking to buy 1% allocation of their balance sheets into Bitcoin, we will see a price of around £150,000, and that is going to be absolutely amazing. So about $190,000, and that is at least, guys, a 3 to 4x from the current share price, and that could happen at any point over the next 2 to 4 years. So this is a stock that I am also buying alongside the cryptocurrency of Bitcoin. Now the last stock that I want to briefly mention today, guys, is Maxar Technologies. This is in the aerospace sector. They are working with satellites, again, out in space, and I am a huge believer that we are going to see a big rotation, especially into aerospace, and a lot of these companies like SPCE that recently had a push over 100%, which we did catch on my channel. When I first started my channel, SPCE Virgin Galactic was one of the first companies that I had made a ton of videos on, so be sure to check them out if you haven't already. But I am a huge believer, like I said, in space, and this is a company that is also growing their revenues very well, and we are going to see a shift to a lot more satellites in space, and this company are going to do very well. So I did put out a buy signal in our Patreon, and again this has now pushed up to $40 per share, and I am going to be expecting this trend to continue over the next 6 to 12 months, where we can see hopefully a nice price increase up to that $50 to $60 price range for our Maxar Technology stock. Now I am a long believer in this company, and I'm very happy to still continue to hold at these levels, and I do love the fact that we have recently seen a big spike in this share price. But if you look at the RSI, guys, this means that we are now at layers of overbought, which means we will probably see a dip. So there is nothing wrong right now with taking profits at these levels, waiting for that dip to come back in on the 21 EMA, and then again pushing back up and moving up towards that $45 to $50 price range over the next 6 to 12 months. Again, that is if you are looking to day or swing trade this company. So guys, that wraps up this video. These are some of the stocks that I am holding and also watching in my portfolio right now. For diversification, we have companies in emerging markets, in e-commerce, we have companies in space. We also have so many opportunities with cryptocurrencies crashing, and also our very first penny stocks that we talk about like ALPP, and also those Netflix type plays with CuriosityStream that are challenging those top companies like Netflix. So it is a pretty exciting time to be an investor right now, and there is a lot of innovation in the space that we can in fact start to put our money into. So that wraps up this video for today, guys. I hope that you did learn something new about some of these companies, and again, what we are doing on this channel with a lot of our top stock plays. I hope that you have a fantastic weekend ahead. I will try my best to get a big video out tomorrow, possibly also a live stream. If I do, I will put an announcement out on my channel to let you guys know so that you can tune in advance. If that is something you would like, then go down and let me know below in the comments. So guys, I hope to see you in my next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe as always, and I will see you guys soon. Take care. Ciao.